Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Columbia City Softball. We are currently in the top of the second, just getting out of the first inning here. Score is currently 0-2 in the favor of your Columbia City Eagles. Just great pitching by Bethany Hazelby to start off the top of the first. She was able to keep the Warsaw Tigers from getting very far around the bases and just displayed excellent pitching. And then Columbia City came out and started off their batting with a triple and a double, and then a couple walks, and then unfortunately, as they kept moving on, the outs started stacking up against them. But 2 runs were able to score, and then the inning was ended out on a fly ball to left field. So now here we are moving into the top of the second with I can't see who's batting at the moment. 15 Addison Eastwood is batting right now with a new pitcher out on the mound. It appears to be number 19 Emma Hiss pitching at the moment. Swing and a miss there to move the count to 0-2. Just an odd switch early in this game as Bethany, came out in the very beginning and was pitching excellently, but Emma Hiss able to back it up with a 3-strike strikeout of her own. So number 18, Abigail Gonzalez, the right fielder, stepping up to the plate now. Warsaw hasn't been able to get on base all that much, if at all, this game, and it's just because of Columbia City's excellent fielding and pitching as we move to 1-0 in the count. Columbia City Lady Eagles record now moving to 4-2 after coming off of a 5-2 win against Northrop. They should have had a game yesterday, but it was canceled due to weather complications from snow and wind. But here they are able to play on just a slightly cold, slightly windy day, but still a beautiful day for baseball. Count 2-0 right now. And with that pitch, count moves to 3-0 in favor of the batter, Abigail Gonzalez. Taking a look at some of Warsaw's lineup, it started off with Callista Ousley, moved to Nekiana Hamilton, then Adeline Williams and Addison Eastwood, who we just saw earlier, and now we're at number 18, Abigail Gonzalez. After that, we have number 8, Jadalyn Walters, number 14, Milana Whitaker, number 11, Caitlin Odell, and I made a typo, but the second baseman, Brooklyn Nybert, to round out the lineup. So count full now after that recent foul ball. Emma Hiss just looking for her second strikeout of the game now with this pitch, and foul tip again. Abigail Gonzalez just trying to stay alive while in the batter's box here. Brief pause by the batter here. She walks back into the box. Pitch comes in. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Number 8, Jadalyn Walters walks up to the plate now. Just beautiful pitching by Emma Hiss there. Threw a up and outside. It was almost outside of the strike zone, but Abigail Gonzalez swung at it, and that made strike 3. First pitch ball here. So Jadalyn Walters is the catcher for Warsaw. Haven't seen a whole lot that she's been able to do so far. Just a couple stolen bases by Columbia City that were well timed and well played, and that just moved Columbia City ahead all that much further. They ended out the inning with bases loaded, I do believe. The count moves to 2-1 now. They ended out the inning with the bases loaded, I do believe, which could have been a big score for the Lady Eagles if they could have just placed a well-hit home run or something out in the outfield. Bunt rolls foul. Count moves to 2-2 now with 2 outs on the board. Interesting call there, going for a bunt with 2 outs on the board. You know, not necessarily something you would see much in baseball, but softball is a whole different game when it comes to skill. And strike 3. Emma Hiss retires Jalen Walters to end out the inning. Just beautiful play by the Columbia City Eagles, striking out 4 and getting 2 out in play so far, not allowing anybody on base. Just, beautiful work by Columbia City. So, taking a look at CC recently, as I said, Lady Eagles moving to 4-2. Their 2 losses, just unfortunate, but they were close games. And as of recently, just coming off a 5-2 win against Northrop. And like I said, yesterday would have been their second game at home that they would have played, but it was canceled due to snow and high winds. Just not something we saw a whole lot of recently in the past couple weeks. Just been high temperatures, not very windy, been sunny days, but yesterday was a change of pace here in Columbia City, snow and wind. But today, the 4-2 Lady Eagles softball goes against the 0-5 Lady Tigers. Just, tough record for the Lady Tigers. Definitely here to look and turn it around, as number 9, Monroe Hyde, hits a foul ball back over the backstop. Last year, the Lady Eagles beat the Lady Tigers 14-0. And Columbia City definitely looking to come out here and do the same. And Warsaw obviously here to try and prevent that from happening. Count moves to 0-2 after a swing and a miss there. Third pitch comes in high up at Monroe Hyde's head there. So Monroe here with a 1-2 count, trying to crowd the plate, get anything out into the outfield, and she does. Pop fly into center field, caught by the center fielder, which is Nekiana Hamilton, out center field. Casey Snyder, the shortstop, coming up to the plate now. She was at the top of the lineup for Columbia City and was able to hit a triple while she was up at bat. Definitely looking to come out here and repeat the same, as she smacks one up over the second baseman, caught by Brooklyn Nybert, the second baseman. Unfortunate turnout for Casey Snyder, but number 14, Hannah Licky, walking up to the plate now. She is the center fielder for Columbia City. She was able to hit a double that was able to knock Casey Snyder in. And a line drive right to the third, who was able to catch it. Quick reaction speed there, just barely able to get that one. But she does, and that was the third out. And now Warsaw making their way back out on, Columbia City making their way back out onto the field to start the bottom of the second. And Lady Tigers looking to discuss their plans to come out here and maybe get a some revenge runs against Columbia City as the score stays 2-2, or 2-0. Sorry. So, looking a little bit at today's weather, it's low 50s, 54 degrees, and wind blowing 13 miles per hour. Not necessarily the best conditions for baseball, but softball. You can take what you can get though. As possible rainy days coming Thursday, Friday, and Saturday could cancel out a couple games. So definitely just a blessing to be here on this low temp day. So yeah, just awesome to be out here and able to watch softball instead of it being canceled like yesterday's game. That was, just unfortunate. But as we move on later into the night, around 6-7 o'clock, it's supposed to be close to the same temperatures, but around 8 o'clock it's supposed to drop right to 49 degrees, and then after that drop to 43. So Columbia City and Warsaw looking to end this game out early so they don't have to experience the cold temps that are destined to come tonight. So first pitch comes in. The pitcher now, pitching change, number 20, Kendall Sadison, a freshman. She's out pitching now, and the count moves to 0-2 after her first two pitches. So number 14, Milana Whitaker, up to the plate now. 0-2 count, as that third pitch coming in appeared to hit the dirt before it made it across the plate. Milana Whitaker, the 7th batter in the lineup now, takes swing and miss, strike 3. Columbia City throws it around the horn, as they have seen many strikeouts in this game so far compared to the number of batters they've faced. And now number 11, Caitlin Odell, up to the plate now. She shows bunt and was not able to get it down. That is strike 1. She held the bat out there, and it appeared the softball went right above the bat, and she was just not able to get that bunt down. Second pitch, she did not show bunt, but it moves to strike 2 now, as that flew across the plate, appeared to be close to down the middle. So now count moves to 0-2 with 1 out on the board. Warsaw needs a couple hits here, but swing and a miss for strike 3. So now batting number 9, Brooklyn Nybert. She was the second baseman that I talked about earlier when I was going through the lineup. I don't think she's had a whole lot. So count moves to 1-0 now. His first pitch was just a little outside in the left-hander's batter box. Pitch number 2 here shows bunt, popped up into the air. Catcher just unfortunately not able to get there in time. Number 12, Haley Webb, just a little out of reach from her. But now that over of the Lady Eagles, they got those first 2 runs after hitting a triple, a double, and then a couple of steals and walks. Were able to get that second run home, and a lot of players on base when the third out came around. Just a huge chance for Columbia City to score runs there. Unfortunately wasted, but now count moves to 2-2 as Columbia City's pitching has been outstanding. This is their third pitcher out in the game today, and they have, they've just been really dominant with their pitching. 5 strikeouts so far, and 2 that were forced out in play, and now that is their 6th strikeout. Their 7th strikeout. Just beautiful overall play from Columbia City here. In the first inning, they were able to get the bats rolling smooth, and out here now, they've just been dominant with their pitching and their fielding game, not letting anything by them, and not allowing any of the Warsaw Tigers on base. So number 19, Emma Hiss, moving up to the plate now. Her previous at-bat, she was walked and eventually ended up even stealing a base. I actually think she stole 2 bases around the base paths. She just was unable to get home when the outs started getting racked up. But now she's back out here looking to get on base again. Maybe not in the same way as last time, but maybe looking to get a hit here. His count moves to 2-0 now with that second pitch. That one was up and on the right side of the plate, just too far up there. Emma Hiss was the second pitcher in the game. Count moves to 3-0. She was the second pitcher in the game that was able to, she was the second pitcher in the game, and she was able to get 1 out in play and then get 2 strikeouts before she ended out the inning. And she takes 4th pitch, ball 4. That's her second walk of the game so far today. Now, Bethany Hazelby was the first pitcher to come out and pitch, and she had just about the same type of inning, allowing 1 out in play and then 2 strikeouts right after that. She showed bunt there, but pulled back. Still was inside the zone, so count moves to 0-1. But Emma Hiss steals a base there, able to get on second base. I believe that is her 3rd stolen base of the game so far. Bethany slaps one into center field, caught by the center fielder deep towards the fence, and Emma Hiss to capitalize on that and make it over to 3rd base. So now Haley Webb up to the plate now. Number 12, Haley Webb. She was the catcher just a little while ago. She takes first pitch. I believe that was ball, and it went right past the catcher, and Emma Hiss able to steal home. That is her 4th stolen base so far, and that is an extra run added on to Columbia City's score. Moving the score to 3-0, and beautiful right field hit. Haley Webb there. She's on her way to 3rd. Oh, possibly would have been able to send home there as the ball was bobbled by the second baseman from the throw-in from the right fielder. Outstanding hit there as number 23. Number 22, Brooklyn McNew, out on the base paths now to courtesy run for number 12, Haley Webb. So Brooklyn McNew over at third base with number 23 Hannah Maggard to bat, and count moves to 1-1 with one out on the board. Just a lot of breathing room for Columbia City here to score runs, especially since their next run is on third base, and that's slapped up towards foul territory on that right field side. Falls foul, moves the count to 1-2. So, like I said, count moves to 1-2, and now Haley Webb absolutely needs a hit here. Crowding the plate, getting that two-strike stance. And she slaps one into left field. It was a clean line drive that scored Brooklyn McNew and was a single for... it was a single that was able to RBI Brooklyn McNew in. So, walking up to the plate now appears to be number 24, Eden Taylor. Number 23, Hannah Maggard, able to steal a base there. Count moves to 0-1 as first pitch strike. She fouls that one over by the first baseman. Number 14, Milana Whitaker, just unable to reach that. So count moves to 0-2 now as Eden Taylor looks to be able to hit the ball, but ball one moves in, and Hannah Maggard able to steal third. Foul ball over in the left field there. It was a nice hit line drive, just pulled too far to the left. But Eden Taylor battling now to make sure that she can at least put this in play in some way, shape, or form. Still only one out on the board. So they are looking to score another run here. The score is 4-0 in favor of Columbia City. Brooklyn McNew able to score the last run. Count moves to 2-2 here. Still a lot of breathing room for Columbia City to score runs this inning. Ball way high. Still in the catcher's reach, though. She was able to snow cone that one. But count moves to full here. Still, this at-bat turned in favor of Eden Taylor, but she fouls another one into that right field side that goes out of play. Still full count. Just beautiful at-bat here by Eden Taylor to make sure that she doesn't strike out. And she checks at it but doesn't full swing and gets ball four. She makes her way over to first base. Number 15, Maddie Brady, makes her way to the plate now as the Warsaw Tigers talking it over with their pitcher here. Definitely needed, as I do not believe they changed pitchers since the first inning, and it's just been a rough one so far. So, make sure to tune back in tomorrow as the 5-1 Columbia City Eagles baseball team is home versus the 5-3 Concordia Cadets. Make sure to tune in that tomorrow on WJHS Studios on YouTube to catch the latest updates for the baseball and softball teams this season. Number 15, Maddie Brady shows bunt, and it is called ball as she was able to pull back in time for a low pitch. So count 1-0 with 1 out on the board. Eden Taylor was able to steal second base off that last pitch. Maddie fouls one off there. Count moves to 1-1. Yeah, with a runner on third and a runner on second, Maddie definitely looking to smack this somewhere into the outfield to score both of those runs. But ball 2 comes in now way outside, out of the range of Maddie's bat. So if the Warsaw pitcher gives her a chance, Maddie will definitely try to take a swing at one. She knocks that one over the third base foul line there. Unable to be caught by any of the Warsaw Tigers, as it was a quick line drive by the third base coach. Count is 2-2 here. Maddie Brady has to protect the plate, and she tries to do that as she hits a foul ball over the right field side. Definitely battling awesomely here. Just trying to make sure she doesn't strike out, see if she can score any of the runs that are on third and second. And she smacks one into right center field. Bounces off the fence. The third base runner scores. The second base runner scores too. That is 2 RBIs for Maddie Brady and a double there. Number 20, Kendall Sadison makes her way to the plate. She was the pitcher for the top of the third here. She takes first pitch. I believe that was a strike. And second pitch, ball there. So count moves to 1-1. Just an awesome hit by Maddie Brady there, able to score those last 2 runs to move the Columbia City Eagles to 6-0 over the Warsaw Tigers there. Count moves to 1-2, still 1 out on the board as Kendall Sadison fouled one off into the backstop there. And fouls that one over the backstop as she tries to battle and make sure that she can put this ball in play to score Maddie Brady, who, just hit an absolute bomb to right center field. Oh, drop third strike there. Kendall Sadison tagged out by the first baseman. Quick reaction there by the catcher and the first baseman to get that out. Now 2 outs on the board, and Maddie Brady able to advance to third. First pitch ball for number 2, Casey Snyder, who's up at the plate now. Number 15, Addison Eastwood, is still the pitcher for the Warsaw Tigers. She's just been having a tough first and third inning as Columbia City was able to get the bats going and score 4 more runs here in the bottom of the third. So Columbia City here starting to take a good lead out over the Warsaw Tigers and don't show any signs of stopping. 2 outs on the board, count 1-1. smacked out into center field. Maddie Brady able to make it in, and number 2, Casey Snyder, rounds first base and decides to stay. Number 14, Hannah Licky, up to bat. Number 2, Casey Snyder, able to steal second base there, standing. Now count moves to 0-1, or sorry, 1-0 for Hannah Licky. Count moves to 2-0 now as that pitch was inside. Just an unfortunate circumstance here for the Warsaw Tigers. Score is 7-0, and count moves to 3-0 as just, you know, Columbia City able to get their bats rolling and slap them into the outfield here and there. Line drives, pop flies. First pitch strike there. 3-1 in favor of Hannah Licky here. Count favor in favor of Hannah Licky, as she could take, line drive right over the pitcher, rolls out into center field, and Casey Snyder runs in home. Score moves to 8-0 now. Yeah, just little pop fly over the pitcher there. And that would be an RBI for Hannah Licky. So, number 17, Lacey Friend, making her way up to the plate. Just a lot of substitutions today for Columbia City. But they've been pulling it off really well. Able to score after score after score. And Hannah Licky able to steal second there. Fouled off into the backstop there. That moves the count to 0-2, I believe. 1-1. Count moves to 1-1 now. Second pitch ball. Count moves to 2-1. So it appears the 9th run standing over at second base right now if Columbia City keeps up this momentum. Ball slung into left field. Falls in foul territory. Count moves to 2-2 now. So count 2-2, 2 outs on the board. Not a whole lot of breathing room for Columbia City to keep scoring, but I'd sure be happy with this inning if I had it. Full count, and Hannah Licky able to steal third base there. And way too high, ball 4. And Lacey Friend on her way to take her base. Number 20, Bethany Hazelby, on her way to hit now. She was the first pitcher of tonight's game and did an outstanding job, 3 up, 3 downing the Warsaw Tigers before Emma Hiss moved in to do the same thing. Lacey Friend able to steal second there. Now runners on second, third, and that one's slapped into left field, and Lacey's on her way home safe. That is 2 more RBIs for Bethany Hazelby. Just a nice clean line drive right into left field as she hits herself into first base. And number 16, Braylon Leisure, moving up to the plate now. This will be one of Columbia City's many substitutes that they've had tonight, but like I said earlier, they are making it work. Just, 10 runs now over the Warsaw Tigers. And, this game is not looking that much different from last year's, as Columbia City ended up 14-0ing the Warsaw Tigers last year. Count 2-0 now, as that pitch was outside and low. Still with 2 outs on the board. I believe Columbia City scored their last 2, maybe even 3 runs with 2 outs on the board. So, even with the condition that this inning's been going, Columbia City does not appear to be stopping anytime soon. Count is 3-0, 4-0. Braylon Leisure takes her base. Number 23, Hannah Maggard, makes her way to the plate now. And she smacks that one in center field. The center fielder tracks it and catches it. And that retires Columbia City for the inning. Columbia City's lead moves to 10-0 now. Just an astonishing inning there by Columbia City, able to get their bats moving, get them making excellent contact out into the outfield. Several really good line drives, several great pop flies just right out into the outfield. And even with 1 out and 2 outs on the board, Columbia City was not fearing how many outs they had left, but fearing for anything that Warsaw could do in the next coming innings, so they scored as much as they could there. And now, with that bottom of the third passing, it is the top of the fourth, and Warsaw still has no runs for themselves, held to 3 scoreless innings so far, as I believe another new pitcher. Oh, sorry, no, it's the same pitcher's last inning. Same pitcher here, number 20, Kendall Sadison, on the mound right now. Columbia City has had so many substitutions that I've got to update my stat sheet here. But, they've been making it work, and they've been doing awesome, even with switching out players here and there, and, switching around their lineups. They've still just been absolutely coming out here dominating in the batting game. And not much else has changed since their last home game when they 15-0'd Wawa C. Just beautiful game, that game too. Bethany Hazelby ended up pitching the first 4 innings, And then in the 5th, Emma Hiss came in to pitch and pitched a 10-pitch inning to end out the game. So number 4, Callista Ousley, on her way out to the plate now. She is the top of the lineup for Warsaw, as the last 3 innings were 3 up, 3 down. So here is Callista Ousley's second at bat. And first pitch ball there. Second pitch ball, and the catcher accidentally overthrows Kendall Sadison there. Luckily, nobody on base, and Columbia City didn't have to worry about it too much. Slap to the shortstop, and she is able to catch it. Beautiful reaction speed and catch there by number 23, Hannah Maggard. Yeah, awesome catch there, able to react in time, stretch that glove hand over to her opposite side and catch that ball before it got to the outfield. Bunt there, fair ball, and number 3, Nekiana Hamilton able to reach first on that. Oh, called foul. It was called foul. So Nekiana makes her way back to the plate as count is 0-1. And she is able to get redemption as she hits that one into right field, just past the first baseman and the second baseman there, out to the right fielder. So number 13, Adeline Williams, up to bat now, as Warsaw able to hit their first hit there. Pitch way too high. Nekiana on her way to second as that softball hit the backstop there. Nekiana able to have Warsaw's first hit and first base steal of the game. Appears things may be turning around for Warsaw as count is 1-0 with 1 out on the board. Second pitch there, inside and low. The catcher able to slide in front of it and grab it before it was able to reach the backstop. Adeline Williams shows a bunt there, foul tips it back into the backstop, and that moves the count to 2-1. Still 1 out on the board. She pitches, swing and a miss. Count 2-2, still 1 out on the board. Columbia City still up 10-0. Kendall Sadison pitching exceptionally here. And ball 3, full count. So full count here. Kendall Sadison just needs to make sure that she pitches a strike, and hopefully that if it's hit, one of her fielders able to pick it up and throw it over to first for the second out of the inning. That is ball 4 as it appeared to bounce in low. And now there's a runner on first and second. Number 15, Addison Eastwood, makes her way to the plate, and Columbia City decides to take a meet here up the mound. So this inning spells out the first two players on base for Warsaw here, as one came off of a single that was hit in the right field by Nekiana Hamilton, and then that walk for Adeline Williams. Just, you know, that put a runner on first and a runner on second. So things slowly but surely starting to turn around here for Warsaw. But as Columbia City still talking it over at the mound, breaking it up now, hopefully able to Warsaw to their fourth no-run inning. Number 15, Addison Eastwood, standing over the plate now. First pitch popped up to the shortstop able to catch it. And that is the second out of the inning for Columbia City. Number 18, Abigail Gonzalez, makes her way out to the plate now, looking to see if she can score at least one run here for Warsaw. First pitch ball count is 1-0. And second pitch on its way in. Foul tipped right over the backstop out behind the booth here. So count now 1-1, 2 outs on the board. Not a whole lot of breathing room for Warsaw to make plays here and score their runs, but Columbia City scored, I believe, 3 or 4 runs the last inning with 2 outs on the board. But now here, count 1 and 2, 2 outs on the board. Number 18, Abigail Gonzalez, just has to make sure that she hits it. She does, right past the first baseman, flipped over to first, called out. Beautiful play by the second baseman, first baseman to create the third out of that top of the fourth inning there, and that leaves Warsaw to their fourth scoreless inning. Now Columbia City talking up a game plan real quick as they keep their lead 10-0 now, looking to extend it to make sure that they can end out this game early. Yeah, beautiful playing by this Columbia City team out here. Just been absolutely dominant both on the fielding side and the batting side. Able to score 8 runs at the bottom of the third last inning and 2 in the bottom of the first. And, you know, just awesome pitching by their, I believe, 3 or 4 pitchers so far. Columbia City, just awesome pitching. I believe they're third pitchers. Their third pitcher is Kendall Sadison, who has now pitched for her second inning and still left Warsaw with a scoreless inning. As Warsaw waiting around now, maybe waiting for all their players to get ready. Number 5, not on the roster for Warsaw, but number 5 heads out to right field. That's who the coaches appear to be talking to. And number 10, also not on the roster here, heading out to left field. here's number 9, Brooklyn Nybert.
Pitching number 9, Brooklyn Nybert.
Makes her way out to the mound to pitch this inning. Yeah, a few substitutions here by Warsaw, hopefully look to change things around. But Lou signaling to finish and wrap it up here, the warm-ups. Catcher throws down to second base, and that starts our bottom of the 4th as number 24, Eden Taylor, makes her way to the plate. Awesome day out here, no clouds in the sky, just a beautiful day for softball as count moves 1-0 now. Brooklyn Nybert's first pitch, not off to a great start, and Lou comes out saying something to Warsaw's dugout, and now walking over to the mound. Appears to be signaling about something about pulling the softball and the glove away from each other. But now he steps behind the plate, and Brooklyn Nybert getting ready to pitch now. Ball bounces in the dirt, and that moves the count to 2-0. That pitch bounces over to the third baseman and thrown over to the first baseman, who was not able to catch and hold on to it. And Eden Taylor called safe at first as the first baseman just bobbled it around, tried to stretch out for it, was not able to hold on. Now number, I believe this is 22, Brooklyn McNew out to bat now. Yes, number 22, Brooklyn McNew takes first pitch ball there. And second pitch, swing and a strike, or sorry, swing and a miss there for strike 1. Count moves to 1-1 here. Third pitch on its way in, way too high. Count is now 2-1 in favor of Brooklyn McNew. Columbia City doesn't need to stay aggressive here, but probably for the best bet to end out this game. As Brooklyn able to slap that one just barely over the shortstop and bobbled by the left fielder, but no other runners able to advance.
Now batting number 20, Kendall Sadison.
Number 20, Kendall Sadison, the pitcher, makes her way out to the plate now. She has had a good game so far pitching, and now she is looking to do the same thing over on the batting side. So, runners on first and second. Kendall was walked her last time up to the plate. Warsaw's coach just making sure their pitcher tries to stay warm out there. Looks like the conflict may somewhat be resolved here, as well, Warsaw's coach is now coming out to discuss with the umpire. it's hard telling what they're discussing about, but now Kendall Sadison on her way back to the dugout here. It may be something about the batter that is supposed to be up now, as Columbia City has made a lot of substitutions in this game so far, and it could be possible that Columbia City even lost track of those substitutions. A lot of liveliness from the Eagles dugout right now, as they are finding ways to keep themselves entertained in this brief intermission here. No, definitely deserved here, as Columbia City's just been playing excellent for these past few innings, and could be the same for it could be the same to say for this inning, as well, as Columbia City already has 2 runners on first and second. The Warsaw dugout. So 1 output on the board due to an out of order type call for the last hitter, but number 20 Kendall Sadison makes her way back out to the plate, and we are resuming play here, as first pitch called ball, and it bounced off the catcher and rolled its way over to the Warsaw dugout, and the runner on second able to advance to third. Count 2-0 moves to 2-1 now. Last pitch called a strike there. So count 2-1, 1 out on the board. Count 3-1 now. So the runner that was previously on first was called out because of a batting out of order call. And ball 4, Kendall Sadison makes her way over to first base. Number 1, Aaliyah No makes her way out to the plate now. Another substitution by Columbia City here. And the runner on first, Kendall Sadison. She hits that one that bounces off the ground and appeared to hit her for foul ball. Count moves to 2-1 now. Trying to shake it off as she walks back into the box now. And next pitch on its way in, smacked over past the third baseman out into left field. The runner on the way in, safe as she was able to run past the tag there. And number 1, Alea No, safe on second base.
Now batting 22,
Brooklyn McNew up to bat now. She was previously called out on the batting out of order call, and at first pitch, swing and a miss, it rolls under the catcher And Elena able to advance over to third base. Second pitch, strike 2.
Now batting number 17, Lacey Friend.
Lacey Friend up to bat now. She watches first pitch ball over the plate. And second pitch, ball, high and what appeared to be just a little outside. 2 outs on the board, no runners on base. Columbia City's lead 13-0 now as third pitch, ball, count 3-0. Lacey here could have an easy walk over to first base, depending on what this next pitch is. Way high. Lacey reaches first safely after she was walked there.
Now batting number 28, Bethany Hazelby.
And now batting number 28, Bethany Hazelby. So first pitch, ball 1, and Lacey able to steal second. Bethany hits it over to left field. Lacey on her way home, she will go in standing up, and Bethany safe over at first.
Now batting number 16, Braylon Leisure.
Braylon Leisure makes her way out to the plate now. This is her second plate appearance, and she hits that down the third base field line. That is called fair. Now batting number 23, Hannah Maggard. Bethany Hazelby safe over at second, and Braylon Leisure safe over at first. Second pitch ball, count 2-0, 2 outs still on the board. Columbia City still able to keep the bats rolling with a 14-0 lead over Warsaw. Another hit here could possibly give Columbia City a chance to seal the deal. If bases are loaded, or if Columbia City able to score Bethany Hazelby to make the score 15-0. That one smacked way out into left center field, bounces off the fence, and it evades the center fielder. And safe over at third base. Hannah Maggard able to hit a triple there. And able to hit 2 RBIs, which gives her 3 RBIs on the game so far. First pitch ball for number 24, Eden Taylor, who is up to bat now. And she is hit by pitch and makes her way down to first base.
Now batting number 5, Skylar Amber.
Number 5, Skylar Ambergy makes her way to the plate now. Skylar takes first pitch strike on that inside edge, and Eden Taylor able to steal second, runners on second and third. Second pitch ball, count moves to 1-1. So 2 more runs on second and third here if Skylar Ambergy is able to hit this out into the outfield. Ball 2 there, count moves to 2-1. Columbia City still scoring runs even though there's 2 outs on the board. The last time they did this was last inning and was able to score maybe like 3, 4, or even 5 runs with 2 outs on the board. Skylar hits it over to the shortstop, who's able to throw it over to the first baseman for the third out of the bottom of the 4th. So, score 16-0 as we make our way to the top of the 5th. Columbia City slowly getting around here to make their way out to the field. Hopefully holding Warsaw to 6 runs or less to end this game out early. There. We've seen their second, third, and fourth plate appearances, but Warsaw still on their second plate appearances for their team. Swing and a miss for strike 2 there. Count is 1-2. Bethany looking for strike 3 here to get the first out of the inning. Pitch comes in. Foul tip off the backstop there. Number 8, Jalen Walters, trying to make sure she can stay alive here to not end out this inning, but to end this streak of scoreless innings here. She slaps that one over the shortstop, just under the left fielder for a single. That is just Warsaw's second hit of the game. And the third person they've had get on base so far today. Number 14, Milana Whitaker makes her way to the plate and is able to bunt a hit that gets past the first baseman and the the first baseman had a player to home. Swing and a miss for strike 3 there. Sorry.
Now batting number 9.
Yeah, strike 3 there. At a moment where I thought I said the wrong thing, but now number 9, Brooklyn Nybert, makes her way out to the plate now. Able to lay down a quick bunt. The first baseman able to field it and throw it over to the second baseman, who was covering first, for the out. That's 2 outs, and Jadlyn Walters able to get Warsaw their first run of the game. Only allowing 1 run in the game, and I believe they only allowed 3 hits. Only allowed 3 hits this game. Just an outstanding performance by Columbia City to get their 5th win on the season. I believe Columbia City Lady Eagles moved to 5-2, and they're coming off their 2nd win in the streak now. The Lady Eagles' next game is April 28th versus Northrop. Their next home game, is April 28th versus Northrop. Be sure to tune in or stop by Columbia City High School to check out that game. And just to look at a few of the stats here. Columbia City had 8 strikeouts this game and 5 outs in plays. Outstanding performance by Columbia City, able to get those amazing plays. Yeah. Sorry about that, just losing train of thought here. But Columbia City also had an amazing, beautiful performance from Columbia City, pitching, fielding, batting. They had a lot of great hits to the outfield, line drives, pop flies, a couple hit the fence. No home runs like last game, but they didn't need them today, obviously. So, thank you to all of you listening out there, and thank you to the staff, Jonathan Peters, Lexi Harker, Zeke Urudia, Levi Pratt, Braden Crasher, Jaden Jones, and Vincent Park. Those people back at the station did a wonderful job, an awesome job keeping us up, keeping us live, making sure this live stream got up today. So, thank you all for listening. I'm Zayden McKenzie, telling you the final score, 16-1, in favor of your Columbia City Eagles. Good night, everybody.